A mighty fog gate. Crossing by it reveals some trees. And over there's some trees. Truly breathtaking.
There is no meme. This is just a threat.
Hey, welcome back to Dark Souls. Last time we had to deal with the Duke's Archives. I like it as a place, but it is a little much. Stupid Chandlers. Now it's time to deal with Crystal People. And they are quite large. Very much in charge. Thankfully, due to the power of awkward height, I can attack him while at a slightly different level of elevation. Remember, if you're ever struggling with any enemy in Dark Souls, consider attacking it when it has a slightly different level. That one's piss-colored! Gotta deal with him. Your piss-colored golem is nothing in the face of my piss-colored spears. Goodbye. Oh my god, I forgot about this.
Why, thank you. I am Ziegland of Katarina.
I completely forgot about her. Well, no, I didn't forget about her. I forgot that this is how she shows up. This is Siegmeyer's daughter, Sieglind.
You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere.
I completely forgot this is how... How did I forget about the golem in here?
Just stay put and keep out of trouble.
That's why he didn't show up in the Lost Isolate. I forgot to... I think you have to save his daughter first. And then he shows up. And you need to save him from getting his dumbass killed. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Get him. Get him. Look at this dummy trying to punch me. That'll do some damage. I take it all back. I take it all back here. Have a lightning spear. Ooh, he dropped something. Blue Titanite. I believe that is for putting nerd shit on your weapons. Alright, so there's 3 of them in a corner here. I think they're guarding an item? No, it looks like they're just there. I mean, alright, sure. I believe Sieglind is the only thing in the courtyard here that means anything. Now we gotta go to the Crystal Caves. And no, I'm not fighting you guys. I do not want to. Get away from me. The Crystal Caves, not to be confused with the level from Donkey Kong 64, and I think I might be the only person on the planet to actually think of that first and not Dark Souls. The Crystal Caves look cool, walking along all this crystal and junk. This is the level's gimmick. Invisible pathways. You can tell where the pathways are by the little crystal droplets that drop on the ground. You'll see them hit something in midair, and you'll know to walk there. Also, there are moonlight butterflies here. You don't have to fuck with them. In fact, I strongly recommend not fucking with them. So using this, we can just leave. There's a guy over there. I'm just going to leave. This place is kind of scary because you feel like you can drop off at any moment. But literally, as long as you just look forward and see where the crystals, like, see right there? It keeps falling forever. Where is the path? Oh, you really followed me all the way here? Grow up. Hang on. Maybe good old Wrath of Gods will do something here. Well, it would appear that Wrath of Gods didn't do shit. Well, that was just embarrassing. Alright, so we're gonna just move on from that. The problem is I do not fully... Like, I know you need to keep going that way. I don't... You fucking serious? I was slightly too far to the left. You know what? I'd remarked that the run back to the Witch of Izalith is the worst in the game. Seath is up there. The reason that people don't look fondly on these two areas is strictly because of the run back if you happen to die on the boss. Not even the boss. There's no bonfire in Crystal Caves. And look, to get back there, it really isn't hard. It's easy to just dodge the crystal golems. The problem is just how long it takes. And because Seath has another trick up his sleeve that makes fighting him even more obnoxious. But I'll worry about that when we actually get to Seath. But I just want you to remember, I'm editing all these runbacks out. Every time I die here, this is what I have to do. Just run. All the way back. It gets pretty obnoxious. Especially when... Now, I could be wrong here. But now that I think about it, I think the path forward's actually over here. Hopefully that slows him down a little bit. Yeah, and fighting these things on these precarious platforms, not my definition of fun. Now, I don't want to leave 7 humanity and all of those souls down there. But yeah, I remember. This is the way you go. And then you just go straight. Yep. That path is just for whatever item he was guarding. But those souls... just let them go. You run along the invisible path. This is why they gave you prism stones earlier. You can use them to light your way, but you really don't need them. Cool little item over here. What you got? Soul of a Hero. Alright. Just cool. And now... we'll just... see all these clams up ahead. But there's actually an item just off to the left here. And I don't fully remember if it's something that I want. Nor do I remember how, like, tough these clams are to kill. Okay, they're a little tough to kill. I could have sworn there was an item over there, though. Oh, no! Nope, no item, just another clam. Excuse me. I'm actually feeling pretty well, you know? I wouldn't really call myself clammy. Alright. Say hello to Seath. Don't pay attention to that oddly glowing thing in the wall there. It surely has nothing to do with Seath the Scaleless. There is no reason he's flying towards us in a panic. Definitely nothing to do with that. At all. Definitely nothing to do with hitting this. What did that do? Seath is now mortal. He can now be damaged. Unfortunately, that fucking clamp. Alright. This is the battle against Seath. His problem is what he's about to do right now. That breath has curse damage. Curse, as I described to you in the depths, sucks balls. I cannot tell you enough that you do not, under any circumstance, want to get cursed. Alright. Oh no. Let's just heal up. Chuck another spear. At least the clam seems to have just given up to go home. That's not good. Just keeping your distance. Seath is a nightmare if you're going a sorcery build. On the account that, you know, he basically invented sorceries. Or like a lot of them. He doesn't take much damage from sorceries. In fact, one can say that he doesn't take any damage from sorceries. So just be warned, if you're being a big dumb nerd, have a dexterity weapon on standby. You're really going to want one. However, we have beaten Seath the Scaleless. People think this game is hard, man. I don't get it. Let's level up. One more point in faith will put us at enough so that the Ivory Talisman is at last stronger than the Canvas Talisman. By one magical adjustment. Let's use the Soul of a Hero. And then I should be able to level up? Yep. I'm actually pretty fine with faith. Let's just get some more health in there. Now, I could try to go get back all of my souls and my humanity. I think I might try that. Hello there, clams. I don't need you. Get away from me. Seath's lore is that he's a bastard. Just through and through. Fuck him. He's the classic case of he wanted knowledge, and then he got too much knowledge. And then because of his big brain, he's just a sack of shit. Like, Priscilla is his daughter. Apparently, I was too far to the left of the invisible path. Damn, if only I used prism stones to guide the way. That would have been really helpful. You should use prism stones. Alright, so I lost all that humanity I had. It's really no big deal. We're almost done. Alright, now it is time to warp to... the catacombs. Because we only have one thing left to kill. Nito, the one that holds the 4th Lord Shard. But while we're here, though we do not need his assistance, I can at least give this dude the ember that I have. Don't come here with a good reason. I literally just gave you super ember. Ungrateful old-ass skeleton. Alright. We had to do this eventually. It's time to actually finish the Tomb of the Giants and the... Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I swear to fucking God, these wheel skeletons were designed by Satan himself Lost my cool there. Remember Pinwheel? Feels like so long ago. So long ago. Anyways, let's just climb up here. And then run up here. And now we get to do this crap again. Wherefore art thou, Skull Lantern? Right, it has to be equipped in your left hand. I somehow already forgot that. Right. God, I hate this so much. Alright, where are I? Just went past it. Hang on, I'm getting there. Grown-ass man can't navigate a menu, I know. With the power of light, I can just... Should be able... Yeah, these guys are just going to take 2 each. That's no big deal. There is a lot you can explore in Tomb of the Giants. I'm not going to. Because this place can absolutely choke on my nuts. I say that a lot. I need to come up with something else it can choke on. If I just say choke on my nuts every single time, the threat loses meaning. There are many other parts of my body it can choke on. My boot, when I put it so far up its ass, it chokes on the leather. That is something it can choke on. Oh. Hey, fella. You're looking awfully, get the fuck away from me. Thank you. God, there is a bonfire around here. In fact, there it is. You can actually just barely see it. The question becomes, how do I get down there? I don't fully remember. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. There we go. Heal up with the flask. And just keep looking. God. Oh, it's a Black Knight. Of course it's a Black Knight here. Look, buddy. I already have your shield. I don't need that much else from you. Get out of my life. Alright, he just dropped a white Titanite chunk. Alright, whatever. I can see his eyes. Bam. Alright, cool. I grab this. And now I'm just looking for the way down. I don't remember. I think you're supposed to just drop? That's a scary thing to say. But I think that blue light's supposed to tell you, yeah, that you can drop down. Right. And then I keep this up. And then over to the side here, I believe, is the bonfire. Perfect. Alright. This is the bonfire we want to be at for this next battle. It's the closest bonfire to Gravelord Nito. Alright, let's equip the shield. Doesn't really do too much for us, all things considered. I don't like losing a flask already, but the hell with it. And then we go, it's like, grow up, all of you just grow up. Uh-huh. Over here. Yes. I think. This is trending towards the right direction. Yeah. You go down here. Something just fell to its death. I don't know what. Yeah, here we go. And then this is normally where the piss barrier would be. But we have, in fact, removed the piss barrier. And now we can just keep going. It's here that the Tomb of the Giants stops sucking ass. This small bit does have more of those stupid towers. Honestly, these enemies really aren't even that bad. I hate the area that they're in, so I am unfairly blaming them for sins they did not commit. But as always, that's my right. And then... yeah, oh god, another one. Thankfully, I now have enough faith damage that just one heavy strike does just kill them. Get him! Get him! Got him! Get the hell out of here, you stupid skeleton. And then this room's gimmick is there's, like, pinwheel light over there. They're gonna keep pelting you with fire magic. I don't care. I mean, if you're literally gonna drop in front of me for a free kill, I'm not gonna stop you. Oh, I forgot about the mini-me's. I forgot about them. Oh, they're cute. They're going to kill me, but they're cute. There's a bunch of silly little guys. Little baby skeletons. Isn't that adorable? Alright. Pinwheel Jr., you need to die. And then we go up here. We can kill one more of these. Actually, no, he gets to live. And here's the boss door. To the final Guardian. Whose fight begins dumb with mandatory fall damage. And not an insignificant amount of mandatory fall damage. Sleeping in his tomb. The Gravelord Nito. He is a skeleton, but in fact, he is many skeletons. He also has a giant fuck you sword. And a cloak of darkness. Gravelord Nito is an interesting fight. He is very far from the worst thing we've encountered, but he does have his quirks. First of all, swords from the ground. That's just something you gotta live with. The other thing are his 3 infinitely respawning skeletons. They can be taken out in a single shot if you're strong enough. And it is a little easier because I have a faith weapon. Normally, those skeletons will keep respawning all fight. Because the necromancer that's keeping them alive is Nito. For those of you who do not remember, the whole shtick with necromancers is that the skeletons that they're applied to they won't stop respawning until you kill them. However, the one that's respawning them is the boss. So you can imagine how that's kind of a problem. Thankfully, due to the power of... I'm just gonna have to block this. Thanks to the power of holiness, they do not respawn. Nito, like many other big things... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Yep. Nito, like many big things, is very vulnerable to just hugging his ass. Just once you can no longer comprehend what's going on, that is when the time to strike is. Once your entire screen is Nito, hug him. Also, if you do not have a holy weapon, you don't have to worry about the skeletons too much, because Nito will kill his own skeletons with his big wave attack. A lot. So, don't worry about that. Man, the final boss for me really was just the 4 kings. Once I got past the 4 kings, we were in Gravy Town. I have 2 level ups I can do. 1 in strength, 1 in vitality. That ought to do. Is this game way easier than people make it out to be? Am I better at video games than I think I am? Is it most likely some combination of those two things? Yes. I've also played this game like 37 times. So, I'm going back to Firelink to see... Hey, there she is.
Oh, hello again. Vigo's managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you?
Okay, now he's in the Lost Izalith.
Yes, if I will continue searching.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna let him live. I can't fuck up saving his life if I never go there to save his life in the first place. So now we need to go to... Wait, hold on, hang on. Have to make sure that I wear protection. There we go. Now we warp to the abyss. We have to reconvene with our dark, secret, shadowy serpent. Hey, girl! How's it hanging?
If you wish, I shall grant the art of life drain, the legendary power.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The way you're supposed to tell that Seath is not entirely, like, cool either is that he gives you the power to just steal humanity from, all the human NPCs. By using his Dark Hand technique, you can get, like, 6 humanity if you just murder every human being. Like, 15 if you kill Rhea. But a small price to pay. You know, sometimes the world is just fucked up like that. Now, I will equip my trusted Hovel's Ring. I will then use probably like 5 of the humanity I have acquired. I'm going to go here. I'm going to reverse the Halloween. I am now a man. I want to kindle. Doesn't look like I can kindle this one. Whatever. We're now offering up all 4 of our souls to the Lord Vessel. Now that we have killed the 4 bosses, the door hath opened. And the game's final level awaits. And we're doing it! Did you think we'd be... You think we'd be doing the series finale this episode? Congratulations! We are. We simply have to go into the Near portal. I don't know why I see an all-white background and think Near, but you know. Here it is. The Kiln of the First Flame. We are running through the ashes of the First Flame. It is... It's definitely a foreboding area, complemented by the fact that all of the enemies are Black Knights. Granted, we're at a point where what was once a genuine threat, hey, there's another Black Knight sword, is not the scariest thing anymore. The only scary thing about them is that there are a lot of them, and eventually you have to fight, like, 2 of them in kind of narrow platforming. Not platforming, but just, like, a narrow platform. But, you know, you can still just backstab them. I am not quite strong enough so that a backstab instantly kills them. But 2 backstabs, well, that'll do it. This is also the final run back, by the way. You think the game would give you a bonfire before the final boss? No. If you die to him, you gotta run back through here. So, We are about to fight the final boss. I don't think I'm spoiling anything here. He has kind of been built up. It is Gwyn, who is still doing his best to preserve that first fire. There's the full Black Knight gear. And here's what kills me. Let me just get up my stamina. That's not good. Yep, we'll just, let that happen. I don't even know where he came from. So, old Gwynny boy, the guy who has been trying to keep the first flame lit long after it should have gone out. Are you excited? Are you ready for this really, really cool boss battle? Because we're doing it in jolly cooperation. If you save Solaire's life, your reward is that he will help you for the final boss against Lord Gwyn. He is the only possible summon. I mean, no, hold on. I mean, you can summon and, like, online friends. You can fight this in online co-op, sure. Okay, the Black Knight axe is actually a little scary. Huh. I have it now. Cool. And there is but one more dude. And then the boss door. He has the Black Knight halberd, I think? Thankfully, with the power of Solaire and me at the same time, he ain't nothing. Alright, here goes. Before going into here, let me just, check something here. For no reason, I'm just gonna look at my shield options. I didn't mean to de-equip the Black Knight shield. Let me re-equip that. And just, for no particular reason, 95 fire defense. Alright. That is exactly what I wanted. Because there is Gwyn. I have no idea how that didn't hit me. It definitely should have. But it just didn't. Gwyn is the game's final boss. You'll notice how almost half of his health is already gone. And how he's kind of slow. And how he really just isn't a... Okay, well, he did command grab Solaire. You'll notice how he's just really not a threat. For the grand finale to Dark Souls, he's pathetic. It's almost like this game is making a statement. Lord Gwyn is not some great brave warrior right now. He was, once, a long time ago when he fought the dragons. But now, he's been keeping this first flame lit for so long, there's nothing of him left. The final boss isn't Gwyn. It's the shattered remains of a man who dreamed of humanity. Gwyn is pathetic on purpose. He's... the whole point that Dark Souls is trying to make is that Gwyn's ambition to keep the first flame lit was not a good thing. It was pathetic. And there it is. The first flame. Now, we can light it. Give our lives and souls just as Gwyn did for so long. And then it'll be us who meanders in here. Broken dreams. Just trying desperately to cling to a dream that ended a long time ago. Or we can leave. Things will get worse. Things will get worse. For a bit. Bad times, too, will pass. You have to accept that good things come to an end, just like bad things. You gotta be willing to move on. And leave the first flame unlit. That is what I will do. I have ushered in The Age of Dark.
My lord, bless
And there they are. Worshipping me as the Lord of Dark. Cramped is here because he has to be. Cramped did not want you to do this, but you know, now that you've done this, he can't exactly take it back. We now rule the Dark Serpents in the Age of Dark. And also, fun fact about the Age of Dark. You see how it is dark, but there's still fire there? It's a place without light. Natural light. From the sun and shit, I believe. But life can still survive. I know saying life can survive without the sun is a fucking crazy thing to say. Video game logic. So that is Dark Souls. Still one of my favorite games ever made. It is absolutely phenomenal. Super fun to play. Super fun to try all kinds of builds with. This is my favorite, one of my favorite games ever made. Top 5, definitely. What is my top 5 favorite games ever made? Octopath Traveler 2, Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and Dark Souls? No, I think Final Fantasy X instead of Dark Souls. Dark Souls is 6th. Even still, amazing game. One of my favorites. I'll be playing it a lot in the future. So, with the game beaten, what it does is it just throws you right back in. Dark Souls operates under New Game Plus. Once you beat the game, you are taken back to the beginning. You keep all of your weapons and armor and miracles and sorceries and stuff. What you do not keep are keys tied to progression. Like the key to the depths, the key to Lower Undeadburg, etc. That remains. But you get to go through from the start. Everything is powered up accordingly. You can't level up right away because you technically can't level up till you reach Firelink. Any NPCs are brought back to their neutral state. So, Patches will be brought back to life. Lady Rhea, Petrus, and all them, they're all brought back to life. And you'll notice how, while yes, he isn't taking as much damage as he should, he's still the level 1 boss. And that is true. New Game Plus takes a bit to actually see any difference. Like, this first boss is still going to be the same. The Bell Gargoyles and Quelaag are probably going to go down easy. Once you reach, like, Ornstein and Smo, you'll notice a difference. But, as it stands, New Game Plus's main thing is it keeps going. I believe enemies stop getting stronger around New Game Plus 6. And by that point, yes, you'll notice this increase in damage from even the common enemies. But that's not what we're doing here. We're wrapping it up. Thank you guys very much. This was a very fun Let's Play. I appreciate all of the comments. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. John Madden, you can rest now. God bless your soul and long live the Oakland Raiders. That is a sad thing to say. They have not been the Oakland Raiders for, like, years. Then they were the LA Raiders, and no one in LA gave a shit about them because they already have the fucking Rams who they also gave to them. And then also, the Chargers tried to be there for a bit. The NFL is weird. Dark Souls.